Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Shit!
Here's Toronto. Well, Greg, Pascal Siakam won Most Improved Player in the league in 2019, and as we've talked about, had a case for it again in the 2020 voting.
I tell you, Siakam's play jumped so much again. He deserved the recognition. He continued to press himself to be an elite forward, rare for a former MIP winner to even be considered for the award more than once.
Now here's McCollum.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Lowry drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
He's a great finisher for a player his size. When Kyle Lowry gets a step to the hoop, he's going for the bucket.
Here's Lillard, and it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. 1:31 left in the first quarter. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
McCollum outside. The pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lillard misses.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
The Trailblazers have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Shoots over Van Vliet. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
They set the pick. The drive by Ron. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. He's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And Pascal Siakam can absolutely score in bunches. Put up 25 in a quarter last season, and when he gets going, look out.
GA, when Pascal Siakam is on, it seems like he's involved in every play. Must stay consistent. But you know what? He's a special player who can carry a team to win on any given night.
Oh my god. Wow. That's disgusting. Oh. That's tough. That's tough. Oh. He's doing on go-go. With the fucking machine.
A different look now for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard.
Oh.
32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Simons.
Right.
And he drives in. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Siakam outside. Passes to Lowry. Latrey buries the long-range jumper. Lowry's got 5 now.
Hey, a part of being a good floor general is understanding when it's your shot to take. Nice read by Lowry.
And so it's Toronto, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. We've got more in store for you right after this.
It's Rudy Gobert. He's a blocking machine. He's got to play Jordan.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Let's talk about this travel.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Riggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1. Now, here is Lowry.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
Here's Birch. And too long on the shot. Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league.